What's up, guys? Back out here again on this little pond. I figure I will do a quick review of a newly purchased to me, new rod for me, a Daiwa BG 3000 reel. So, I guess starting off with this reel. Why did I purchase this reel? I did a bunch of reviews, I read a bunch of reviews on spinning reels. So I started off with spinning reels. I am most familiar with spinning reels, and I like spinning reels. So I don't know. I might get a baitcaster later on, but as for right now, I'm content with spinning reels. So I wanted a bigger spinning reel that has a decent like retrieve per turn. I was looking for something a little more heavy duty, so I can throw out more heavy lures with. Like right now I'm fishing this frog for the lulls. So the biggest thing is I wanted something that was going to last me a while. Something, you know, I didn't really have a set budget. I wasn't planning on spending like $250 or anything on a reel. So I mean, I was looking at anything from $30 reels to I think like $150 reels. So I'm not a bass fisher, tournament fisher. I don't get any prize money or anything from any kind of tournaments or anything. So this is just a hobby for me. So the reel that I purchased was a Daiwa BG 3000 reel. It cost $129.99 at Bass Pro, minus a little bit for a 5% discount. And yeah, the reason why I went with a 3000 is because it has, I think it was like 10 more inches of retrieve per turn compared to like a 2500. So I know generally a 3000 reel is bigger, so it might be more cumbersome to, you know, fish with on a yak for a couple hours or for an extended period of time. But for me, I'm like, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, I wanted a faster retrieving reel that I know isn't as fast as like a baitcaster, but I wanted a faster retrieving reel, a bigger reel, and then, you know, something to throw on so I can have two rods at the same time whenever I'm fishing. So I went with this one. So far so good. I read like I said, I read a ton of reviews for Fluger Presidents, for some other models of Daiwa, for some Abu Garcia, some Shimano, I can't remember right now. Yeah, and so far so good with this reel. There were, you know, plenty of outstanding reviews for all of those reels, but I just decided to pull the trigger on this one. I went out to a bass, you know, I looked at it, I kind of messed with it, and I was like, yeah, you know, feels pretty nice. Decided to pull trigger, and I have had no issues with this reel. I took it just straight out of the box and slapped it on this rod, so I didn't make any kind of adjustments. I didn't have to go through and add washers to raise or lower the reel, so, you know, the line actually spools onto the reel. I think that were some of the issues that some guys were having, that it was out of alignment, but I haven't had any issues like that at all. The drag is super solid. The reel itself is made out of aluminum. I think it's a 6.7 to 1 gear ratio. It's really well constructed. There's no plastic pieces on it that feel loose or cheaply made that'll, you know, feel like it'll snap off if I hook up on a double-digit bass. So I guess disclaimer too, I haven't hooked up on a double-digit bass yet on this, but the fish that I have caught, it has handled them spectacularly. It is insanely easy to cast this reel, like as far as your lure will allow for, you know, the weight of your lure. The line comes off the spool really easy, really smooth. I think this reel has 7 bearings in it, including an anti-reverse. So it is an insanely smooth reel. It is smooth casting. The retrieve is smooth. And like I said, I haven't had any issues. I took it straight out of the box after it got spooled up and threw it on the rod and been fishing with it. So I think the maximum amount of drag is like 15 pounds, which, I mean, I'm really nowhere close to that. Like I said, I primarily bass fish, every once in a while catfish, so nowhere near that. Well, yeah, aluminum body. It's got this air rotor system, which is interesting. Like I said, it's a very, very smooth reel. Super solid, well constructed. It's easy to switch around the handle, so I'm right-handed, but I fish left-handed because I'm a weirdo like that, I guess. So super easy to go through and switch the handle to the other side, opposite retrieve. The construction of the spool, like the housing of the spool, isn't hollow, so that can kind of help with going through and making sure, you know, dust and debris, dirt, sand, all that stays out of, you know, the internal mechanisms of the reel, which I find it helpful, especially right now since I'm carrying, well, not right now, but generally I am carrying 2 rods. So normally one rod is just kind of laying down in the dirt or the grass or wherever, and I'm fishing with the other one. So a couple things that are different. So my other reel is a Pen Battle 2. With this Daiwa BG 3000, when you open up the bail, there's no distinctive or distinguished click when the bail is fully open, so that's something that I'm getting used to. I know for some guys it's a negative because they like the auditory click whenever your bail is open. For me, it's like, it's nice, but it's not a make or break. So then another thing that I specifically like about this reel is it's really easy to go through and adjust the drag, because the drag knob is pretty large. So like on my Pen Battle 2, like I said, this isn't a make or break either, but on my Pen Battle 2 I had to go through and, you know, twist the knob for the drag a lot to go through and tighten or, you know, loosen the drag. On this one, it's just like 2 turns is good, and 2 turns, you know, to loosen it up whenever I'm storing it. So that's something that I really enjoy. But yeah, this reel's been solid. I have no complaints about the reel. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Just drop a comment down below. If you want me to do something with the reel that's not going to destroy it, I will see about that. But thanks for being over here. Thanks for stopping by. You guys, hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're not, then I will keep you all in my prayers. And I mean, if you need to talk about anything, just drop me a comment, or I don't know how direct messaging works or DMs work with YouTube, but drop a comment and, you know, we'll chat it up. But I hope you're doing well. I hope that you guys go out there and are able to catch yourselves a big one. And as always, you all be blessed. I'll see you on the next one. Later. Oh, he came up for it. That's good. Let's see if he'll come back for it. Oh my gosh. 3rd time's a charm, right? That would be sick. Bam! Very nice. On the pause. Yeah. Topwater fishing. Thank you, sir. It's funny, because I literally just literally just prayed, hey God, it'd be great if I can get a fishy. And here we are. Hollow body frog. Ow, dude. Jeez. Calm down. This guy, I don't know how well you can see him right now. It's getting kind of dark. He's ready to go back into the water. All right.